Now I am going to solve a second problem on the Newton's forward and a backward concept. Okay, so what we have a problem here, just see here. Given f of 0 is equals to 1, f of 1 is equals to 3, f of 2 is equals to 7, f of 3 is equals to 13. Find f of 0.1 here. In this problem, what is our aim? We have to find y f of 0.1. What it implies? You know that y is equals to f of x. So what it implies? Y is equals to f of 0.1. So x value is here 0.1. We have to find y at 0.1 here. For that one, what they given here data, f of 0 equals to 1. F of 1 is equals to 3, f of 2 is equals to 7, f of 3 is equals to 13. What it implies? First entries means these values are nothing but x0, x1, x2, x3. Therefore, f of x0 is equals to y0, f of x1 is equals to y1, f of x2 is equals to y2, f of x3 is equals to y3. So, y at x is equals to 0 is equals to 1, y at x is equals to 1, 3, y at x is equals to 2, 7, y at x is equals to 3 is a 13. Therefore, just construct a table. Before going to construction of a table, first we have to analyze whether this problem is under forward or a backward. For that one, what they given here, x value 0.1. 0.1 is present in the first half. 0.1 means that is lies in the f of 0 is equals to 1. 0.1 means that is near to the x0 value. That is near to the x0 value. 0.1 that lies between 0 to 1. Okay, that lies between 0 to 1. 0.1 lies between 0 to 1. Then it is obviously we have to apply here Newton's forward interpolation formula. Therefore, I written here. Here we have to find y at x is equals to 0.1. Y is equals to f of x is equals to f of 0.1. X value is nothing but here 0.1 only. Okay, here x is equals to 0.1 is present in the first half. Hence, we have to use here Newton's forward interpolation formula. Okay, and if they ask f of 2.5, if they ask f of 2.5, x value 2.5, 2.5 lies between 2 and 3. Okay, therefore, then that time we have to apply Newton backward. But in the present problem, what we have here 0.1, 0.5 is between 0 and 1. X values are 0, 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, therefore that x value 0.1 lies between 0 and 1. Then therefore we have to apply here Newton's forward interpolation formula. So construct here forward difference table. That forward difference table contains here x column, y column, delta y, delta square y, delta cube y here. Okay, then write down x entries. X entries are nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3. That implies x0, x1, x2, x3. Okay, then corresponding y entries 1, 3, 7, 13. 1, 3, 7, 13. So first entries in x and y columns are denoted as x0, y0, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Then first we have to find a delta y0, first difference. So delta y0, what it means? 3 minus 1, that gives 2. Then 7 minus 3, 4. 13 minus 7, 6. Then construct here second forward difference column. That means 4 minus 2, 2. That means delta square y0. 6 minus 4, 2. Then third difference is nothing but difference between the second differences. 2 minus 2, 0. That means delta cube y0. Along with this table, here only find the r value. So r is found by using the formula x minus x0 divided by h. This is the forward. We are going to apply Newton forward interpolation formula. Then r implies x minus x0 divided by h. X0 means first entry, that is 0. X means that is given 0.1. Substitute here 0.1 minus 0. H value 1. Difference between the x values 1 minus 0, 1, 2 minus 1, 1, 3 minus 2, 1. Step size of the x entries, that is h is equals to 1. Then 0.1 minus 0, 0.1 divided by 1, 0.1. Therefore, r value 0.1. Then write down here Newton's forward interpolation formula. So you know that Newton interpolation formula is given as y of x is equals to y0 plus r into delta y0 plus r into r minus 1 divided by 2 factorial delta square y0 plus r into r minus 1 r minus 2 divided by 3 factorial delta cube y0. So Newton interpolation formula, Newton forward interpolation formula stop here only, because our last entry is a delta cube y. If there is a delta raised to 4y, then we have to extend this up to delta raised to 4y. If there is a delta raised to 5y naught, then we have to extend again to delta raised to 5y naught. Okay, we have only a delta cube y naught. Last entry is here, last column is here only delta cube y. Therefore, stop the formula up to delta cube y naught. Then substitute all these entries. We have a r value 0.1, delta y naught means 2. You know that. Delta y naught to 2, delta square y naught to 2, delta cube y naught 0. So substitute all the parameter values, then you will get here 1.11. So therefore f of 0.1 value 1.11. So this is our required final answer. Okay, next problem, third problem under the Newton forward and backward. This is also important problem. Given sin 45 degrees equals to 0.7071, sin 50 degrees equals to 0.7660, sin 55 degree 0.8192, sin 60 degree 0.8660. Find sin 57. Find sin 57 using an appropriate interpolation formula. Here also same case, they didn't mention it here. Apply forward or a backward. You have to analyze that one. So that analyzation is under the given x. So given x value is here. We have to find sin 57 degree. What it implies? Y is equals to sin x. This is our function here. Y is equals to sin x. So x value 57 degree. So x is equals to 57 degree. 57 degrees lies between 55 to 60. 55 to 60 degree, that 57 lies between those two values. Therefore, x is equals to 57 degree is present in the last half. Yes, so that is near to the end value. 57 degrees near to the end value. That is 60 degree. That is near to 60 degree. Obviously, we have to apply here backward interpolation formula. Therefore, construct here backward difference table. Not a forward. We have to construct backward difference table. Always backward difference table contains x, y entries. Invert delta y. You have to remember backward means always invert delta. Invert delta y, invert delta square y, invert delta cube y. Then write down the x entries. X entries are nothing but 45 degree, 50 degree, 55 degree, 60 degree. These are x entries. Okay, because our function y is equals to sin x form. Okay, therefore x entries 45 degree, 50 degree, 55 degree, 60 degree. Then corresponding y values 0.7071, 0.7660, 0.8192, 0.8660. Write down corresponding to x values respectively. Then you know that first backward difference gives here this minus this, that gives 0.0589. Okay, 0.7660 minus 0.7071 means 0.0589. Next, 0.8192 minus this one. This minus this gives us 0.0532. Next, 0.8660 minus 0.8192, that gives up 0.0468. This implies inverted delta yn. Why we denote here delta, invert delta yn? Because this is the backward. No need to denote these entries. No need to denote these entries. We require only leading backward entries. Because we are going to apply Newton backward interpolation formula. In the Newton backward interpolation formula, we need only backward means leading backward entries. Therefore, we require xn y1, not a x naught y naught. We require xn yn. Therefore, xn means last entry in the x column, that is 60. Yn means last entry in the y value, that is 0.8660. Then similarly, second backward difference gives 0.0532 minus 0.0589 gives a minus 0.0057. Then this minus this gives minus 0.0064. That means invert delta square yn. Finally, this one minus 0.0064 minus of minus, that gives plus, that gives minus 0.0007. This implies invert delta cube yn. We require these entries only. No need to denote these entries. Okay. Then write down the Newton backward interpolation formula. What we have here, y of x is equals to sin x is equals to yn plus r into invert delta yn plus r into r plus 1. Here plus, you have to remember formula, r into r plus 1 divided by 2 factor delta square yn plus invert delta square yn plus r into r plus 1, r plus 2 divided by 3 factorial invert delta cube yn. Here xn implies 60 degree, x means 57 degree. Here we have to find 57 degree, sin 57 degree, this implies x value. Then h means 5. See here, difference between the x values, 50 minus 45, 5, 55 minus 55, 60 minus 55 degree, 5. Therefore, step size of the x values is here 5, therefore h is here 5. Then we have to find here r is equals to x minus xn divided by h. X means 57, xn means last entry in the x column, that is 60, divided by h 5. Then solve this one, you will get minus 0.6. Then substitute all these entries in this equation. Then yn means 0.8660, we have here yn means 0.8660, invert delta yn this one, invert delta square yn this one, invert delta cube yn this one. Substitute all these entries in this formula. So I substituted here already. Then solve this whole term, then you will get 0.8387. This is our required final answer of a sin 50, that is sin 57 degree is equals to 0.8387. So this is our required final answer. You can verify this answer with your calculator also. How? See here. So first we had to set the calc in the degree mode. Then sin 57, what it gives here, 0.8386. We can verify this one, 0.8387. So here round up that value, so it becomes 0.8387 only. So this is a verification of the manual value with the calculator value here. So this completes the solution. Done. Move to the fourth problem. So I will continue this fourth problem in the next video. Okay.